Yo, back
Combo
again with
Nation.
another combo.
I wasn't even sure what was happening.
Nation.
Have we started?
Yeah, we have. So basically, what I will say is, if you like and subscribe to us on YouTube, we're also on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and Facebook. So it's combo_nation, and I think on Facebook is combo nation. Perhaps see me there. So yeah, so don't forget, like, subscribe.
Oh yeah.
Share. Hold on 1 minute. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. You know, all of them things there. And yeah, do you want to introduce the bag?
So we'll do the bag in a minute. So just touching on the subscribers. So once we've reached 1,000 subscribers.
Subscribers. Sorry, but it grates on me.
Subscribers.
Subscribers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is a £300 prize. So yeah. Click.
Okay, so basically, they have to like, share.
No. All you need to do is subscribe
Subscribe to Instagram
to
and YouTube.
and Instagram.
Subscribe
That's
to
it.
Follow
YouTube.
the Instagram
Yeah.
page and subscribe on the YouTube.
Sub.
Thank you. Sub.
Yeah,
You gotta put the B in.
Sub.
Yeah.
it's alright.
But you know when you look, I'm muddied up. Not you.
No.
But those two over there, I'll be jumping on you lot. when
Me?
you lot-
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
remember.
I'm just picking up.
Because everybody what likes to go on like their English, like English teachers.
No,
That's cool.
I wouldn't say that. I would just say that if you're going to say a word, make sure that all the syllables are in that word.
All right, cool.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
So,
Anyway, so we're going to start with the bag. Introduce the bag.
And not
No.
us.
No, you,
No one's
you can do it.
introduced
There we
us,
go.
but okay.
You want me to
What?
introduce the
I
bag?
know.
Yeah, go
Furthermore,
for
let
it.
me introduce everybody on the panel.
Let's
Sorry.
go for it.
I'm going to start with my home girl, Missy Brown Skin Limited. LTD up in this bitch.
Wow. I feel like
Yeah, because that's how
Gang
you...
shit.
But hold on,
No, that's
but
gang,
hold on,
yeah.
wait. No, but wait. But that's how you introduce yourself.
there's nothing bad with it,
Okay,
but
cool,
like,
cool,
raw,
cool.
man.
That's what I'm
I feel
saying.
like I'm
Missy Brown
someone
Skin
today,
LTD all up in this.
I don't know if
Nice.
she's mocking me or
I'm
she's
not.
bigging me up. I'm
For
shook.
fuck's sake. Go on, introduce yourself.
No, I
No,
want you
no,
to.
I'm shook.
Go on.
There you go. So Missy
Thank
Brown Skin
Thank you,
LTD
thank you, my
Limited
babes, thank you.
all up in this bitch.
You don't know what
Then
it
we've
is.
got Mr. ATM, Hella No
Money.
Cash. And we got Bobby BB Lights up in here. And then you got me, your girl Mish. Basic, but not basic, if you feel my drift.
Less is more, innit?
Less is hella more
Refinery and that.
on these things.
Explain the bag now.
All right, so the bag. So the bag has red questions and green questions. If you pull a red question, you have to ask that specifically for yourself. Yeah, that's when y'all fuck up. But anyway,
No.
specifically,
can't say that word.
you
Try
see
and
there.
do
No, I can't say it.
No,
You
No,
know
no,
I
he
can't, you know
can't.
I can't say
Try.
that word.
And you know
No,
that he
no,
can't.
no.
So why would you?
But
put
the whole
him on
point
that?
is, if you can't say something, you should still try.
No.
But
If
bro,
I
And you know
don't
the worst
say
thing
I
about
don't-
it?
But how
If I
many
don't know
times
how to
have you
pronounce
said
it, I don't
subscribe?
Still try.
Subscribe. How many times have you
That's
said
how
that?
I say it though.
Brother,
That's how I say it. So now you say your thing.
When I say Pacific,
That's
you
how
don't.
I-
you
that's
don't
how I
cuss
say-
me.
I
I
say
say it's an ocean.
Specifically, there you go. If I slow it down,
I
so
don't
basically,
cuss no one on how they say words. I don't.
Babe,
That wasn't even me. That
so-
was Misha's addition that she
What?
brought here.
Oh,
That
wait,
was
no,
on
it
us
wasn't.
about
Don't try
the-
it. Don't
yes,
try
it
it.
was.
about the
With
whole
the,
illiterate.
Yeah, she was the one that was going hard. That weren't me, bruh. Don't mix me.
Yeah,
I'm
but
not
you
anal
made
like
it-
that. That's why
but
I
you
even
make
said
sure-
to her,
but
I
you
don't
make-
like her for that, but I like her. That's too much. Sis was
Anyway,
doing loads.
so
Nah, bro.
if you get a red one, you have to ask it. Yeah, it's specifically for you. See them things?
My girl even said the A in
I
it.
know,
Wow.
You have to, because it's the only way that you can.
Specifically.
Yeah, there you go. It's the only way that I can say it properly if I slow it down. But anyway, and if you don't want to answer it, you got to put £3 in
My bad, guys.
not in your. Your phone should be on silent, brother.
Business.
Bro.
Sorry, it's how I make the money.
Anyway, so you got to put £3 in the cup. If you don't want to answer it, you can offer it out to everybody else. They can answer it if they like. If they don't, hey, they don't. If you get a green, it's a general question. Everybody has to answer. Everyone has to touch on it.
And once the cup is full,
And once the cup is full, where does the money go?
she forgot.
So
Where's the money go, bro?
it will go out to.
Oh, you pick someone from a hat, right?
At random.
At random, there you go.
Subscriber.
A subscriber. Is that a YouTube subscriber or
Yes,
an
dear.
Instagram?
Because you don't subscribe on
YouTube
Instagram.
or
You
both.
follow.
Just YouTube.
So am I pulling first, yeah? Because my hand's deep in the bag. Yeah? Okay, cool.
Midwife.
You are, so I pull first, but your hand's in the bag already.
That's what I'm saying. Too late. I'm already in it, double dipping and shit. Green.
So the greens are general, but also what? Because you didn't mention what else there could be. Scenarios.
He's reiterating it.
Go for it. Do you want to go? Okay, go on.
I
Okay,
just
cool.
thought I'd land that
Cool,
because you
thank
didn't say there was also
Much appreciate
scenarios.
that. That was my bad, guys. I'm taking accountability for what I should have done.
Cool, blimey.
Okay. No. This is the next one. The next worst one. All right, you ready? Why do women take relationship advice from women in the same or worse position? Then what? I don't get it.
Then they are in.
I think I get that. I get that still. Do
The
you
person obviously just doesn't know how to.
It's the
word
same
things.
person because it's got that same colouring behind it. on the
I get
background.
why they're probably saying that because people say misery loves company,
Yep.
but then sometimes someone that's been through a certain situation is the best teacher. Like your parents will usually tell you, oh, don't do something. And I used to think to my mum, you always tell me not to do drugs. Have you ever done drugs? No, she hasn't. I would rather take advice from a nitty because at least I know they have proper experience. It's true though. You can't advise and you can't speak on what you don't know. It's like trying to get advice from a virgin. Why would you get sex advice from a virgin? You're going to take sex advice from either a professional sex advisor or doctor or gynecologist or someone who's actually actively been having sex. So caller or whatever you are,
read that again?
clearly
after.
you're bitter bad and you have issues.
Read that again because I got
But
something
sometimes it's good.
completely different.
So
from
it
that.
says, why do women take relationship advice from women in the same or worse position?
Yeah.
They've
So
been through shit. They
No.
can speak on it.
no, but you speak on it like it's a past tense thing. So I would take relationship advice from an old man that's been there, lived it, and done it. But if you are
Not
currently,
wide, not
if you're
in it,
currently
not
still
in
in
it.
the situation,
Yeah.
I can't take advice from you
That's right.
because you don't know no
Guys,
better neither.
When I said what I said about the nitty or a sex advisor or someone who's been having sex, my point being is, you know, they say experience is the best teacher. Have any of you ever heard that saying? No? Okay, right. So a nitty is experienced in drugs. So that's the best person for me to speak
But
to
that's what
about
the same thing
drugs.
we're saying though.
Right.
Someone that's experienced,
Hence-
but not someone that's in it.
Yeah, but a
Because
nitty, when I say
for
nitty,
me-
A
you know
nitty-
a nitty could be, I would not
Most
be rude,
nitties will tell you that drugs are cool.
No.
That's why they do what they
There's
do.
people I know that are classed as nitties, or people I know who are recovering drug addicts that I would seek advice from because they have a better insight
That's
than
past,
for
though.
me to. Yeah, but currently or past, whether you're currently in it, if you're currently going through something, you know what's happening fresh. It's in your
Alright.
No,
mind.
I get that, but
And it doesn't necessarily mean your advice is going to be warped, because let me not lie. On the flip side of it, if I was to take relationship advice from a girl who's currently in a toxic relationship, she might not be the best person for me to talk to.
That's what I'm
we're
saying.
talking
But
about. That's
on
why I
the
took the
flip
question.
side also, guys, because I'm not ignorant, I flip it both ways. She could also be the best person to talk to because currently that's her reality.
No, but the problem is
Look,
her.
shut down.
her
I said no.
No,
That's
I
my
never said
opinion.
no.
You
I
did.
didn't say no. I'm
You didn't
saying.
play it back. You said no.
I'm
said
saying
no,
for
blatantly.
me, her advice is going to be dwarfed based on her feelings. So, for instance, if you are in a current relationship and your man cheats on you and you seek advice from another woman that is currently going through the same thing, she is going. And you know what? One thing I definitely will say,
Is she not
I feel like, and I don't think it's a woman thing. I think it's a man and woman thing. It's like, you know, like people will give you advice to do something that they're not willing to do themselves.
And this
Yep.
is what I'm trying to say to you. Is she not acting upon the advice? So basically, what
So
you're
she's
trying to
giving
say
you
to
advice,
Yeah,
but
no,
What I'm trying to say
that's
to you,
not
you
fair.
lot are going through the same thing, and the advice she's giving you, or he is giving you, they're not acting upon their own advice.
Right.
So maybe they're still getting licked down and getting cheated
Let
on.
me throw a curveball.
I'm just saying.
Let me
no,
throw
hold
a
on,
curveball in there.
hold on.
Go on, I thought you
So we'll
landed.
just say
Sorry, 'cause there was a big
We'll just say
pause.
that if you're getting licked down
Uh-huh.
and you're getting cheated on, and I'm going through the same, maybe similar, maybe not as bad, but I'm going through similar problems. But you're giving me advice and you're not acting upon none of your advice. You're happily getting licked down and getting cheated on, and doing the whole cycle again and whatnot.
But that advice is
How
still
am I meant to
valid. It doesn't matter. If I'm not taking my own advice, it's still valid. If I'm telling you to leave a toxic relationship, even though I'm being a hypocrite, that doesn't eradicate or invalidate my advice.
Don't
Don't
but
let
I can't.
once again it's going over your head. Listen
No,
to what I'm
it is-
saying.
it is going
Just
over my head.
because I'm not taking the advice doesn't mean the advice is invalid. If I went to go and speak to a drugs counselor who on weekends smokes drugs, as a professional, her advice is still valid. I don't care what she's doing in her personal
but what I'm
life.
trying to say to you,
My advice is
No,
still
but-
valid.
I'm not saying it's not valid, but what I'm trying to say to you,
People
yeah,
swap
you
notes,
you
innit?
respect.
That's what people do.
Yeah,
No,
everybody
So you
does
swap
that.
you
notes.
respect
Yeah,
certain people's advice more than others.
And some of us will take on advice and some of us don't. Some of us are not influenced by others.
But
Do you
how-
know some of us actually have our own mind?
Yeah, I hear
I
that.
can seek advice from my friends. All my friends give me advice, but ultimately, let me not lie, I do what the fuck I want. And I don't speak on my friends. You see, my friend comes to me about relationship advice, yeah? I'm not even in one.
You know
for
what? I'll
starters.
be honest
so I'm
here.
not on the
Maybe
misery
it's a-
loves company
Maybe
fence,
maybe it's a pet hate for me, yeah.
but
for
I'll say do
me,
your thing.
if a man tells me to go and lick down someone and they're not willing to do it themselves, you're a joke, man.
Yeah, that's it.
That's
and
just
I'm
it.
Not, and I'm not taking your advice because at the end of the
Yeah, but
day,
in that,
you
in
ain't
that
looking
way,
to-
in
it's the same
that
thing.
way, that advice
because-
is different.
No,
because
hold
I'm
on.
advising you
All
to
right.
do
when the man then was
some-
violating you the
Right.
same way, you never had that same reaction. You're telling me
So
to.
then, so
Right.
you're
So
gonna
your
follow me and
fault- no,
also
I'm
be a
gonna say to
pussy.
you,
All right,
your
cool.
faults
Don't
and
do it.
feelings,
Don't
your
lick him
faults
down.
and
Be a
feelings.
dickhead like me
People
as
try to
well.
project it onto people
Yeah.
and make them react how you would want to react, but don't really
But
react.
that
like that.
depends who it's coming from, because some people's ulterior or motives are different. Some of us don't have that. If my friend comes to me about
that's
a
not the
relationship
question,
advice,
yeah.
I'm not trying to give her advice because I want her relationship to
the
fail.
question,
That's dumb. I'm giving her advice that I would. You know, more time. If someone asks me for advice, I'll say, don't take what I'm saying for facts. This is my opinion.
Okay, so-
whatever happens is on you. If you
Alright.
decide
Always
to
want to say
act
that.
on that,
It's
my
that's your
opinion.
business. That's
Alright,
your
so you're-
wahala. I don't want.
All right, so
problems.
if you're
You get
if you're
me?
in a toxic relationship and your best friend's in a toxic relationship,
We're
you're
both
both
idiots,
and you
yes.
swap notes, and you're telling she comes to you, oh yeah, gave me a black eye, you bust my lip,
But that
I'm
happened
still
to
there.
you.
Yeah,
That happened to you
And
the
I'm
week
telling
before
her to
that.
leave.
and you're saying leave.
Okay.
Let me
Do you
just
know
ask- no,
what?
no, no, wait.
Hurry
Let me
up,
just ask you
then,
this
man,
question.
It don't take long to land, bruv.
Why haven't you left?
Okay, but listen to what I'm saying. Listen to
So
what I'm
we
saying.
can't respect the
let
advice
me-
you're giving, man.
Wait. Listen to
Even
what
though
I'm-
it's valid,
Jesus
it's not
Christ.
respected.
Joe.
That's
I'm
all
gonna
man
start speaking
saying.
Yoruba
That's
here,
all
blood.
man
Listen
saying.
to what I'm saying. I'm in a toxic relationship. My head's getting bust, my eyes getting bust, and so is my brethren's. Remember, I'm me, she's her. We both have our own minds. Sometimes it takes one person to tell you something to finally give you that push. Imagine I tell her leave and she leaves. Now she's happy. She's in a good relationship. She's left. I'm still in mine. So what? I've done a good thing because I've helped her. Yeah, I'm a hypocrite because I'm not taking my own advice, but I've helped her. She's taken my advice.
But what is the
and left.
likelihood
What's
of
wrong with
her
that? Isn't that the
looking
greater
at
good?
you in the same relationship and thinking,
It's not about that. It's not about
why
that
am I-
though.
No, but what I'm trying to say to you, it comes to she's gonna look at you and think, "Raw, you're in the same situation, and you ain't taking your own advice. So I must act upon your advice." It comes from a respected place and
What?
perspective.
Bobby,
you know what I'm trying to say?
what did you just
if you ain't in that predicament and you've been in it already, yeah, meaning that you've experienced it already. You're not currently in it. You're talking from past tense. I'm more to take on your advice than
Because
the
I'm no
person that's
longer
in it.
'Cause I'm no
Yeah,
longer
because
in it.
now because you know what the view. Remember when you're outside looking in, it's a lot different than being in.
Yeah.
So taking the advice of someone that's already in
Yeah.
the same box as I am,
Uh-huh.
it's a bit hard for me to take rather than
Yeah.
the person that's outside the box looking in saying, yo,
Okay.
I'm not in that, but I can see everything that's going on. I can see the pattern. I've been through this pattern already, and A, B's, and C's, this is how it's going to go. You're more to take it
we
from
get
them.
that.
'Cause
I'm
they've
not
lived it.
disagreeing with
And
you.
then for me, and that's what I'm trying to say, to if you respect, I'm more respecting it if you've been through it already rather than being in it.
I feel like
That's it.
I
But
feel
it
like
can work both ways.
I feel like people would advise you on things that they're not willing to do themselves because they want to see what the outcome could possibly be for themselves.
Yeah, a lot of people do that.
That's fucked.
If that was
Yeah,
me, yeah.
there's a
Like
lot
that.
of
Hold
people
on.
out there
Have
like
you
that.
not heard that man?
Oh
Enough man.
my
That if you chat to
God.
me like that, fam, I would have knocked
Maybe
him out.
it's a
fam.
man-ting.
I would've
Maybe
banged
it's a
him up.
man-ting because I'm not
Listen,
gonna.
a lot of men-
I
If
don't
me
even
shouted
know
me for
about
advice, I'm not gonna advise her just
No.
because I want to see what happens with her marriage to see if it works.
Listen.
Or not. That's
No,
bad,
no,
man.
but
there's
a lot of
a
people
lot
are
of
gas.
people do
No,
that.
that's it. No,
A lot of
listen.
people do
You
that.
are
Let's say
living
man
some
them.
mad-
What I say for the man them, yeah? Raw, if you spoke to me like that, I would have smacked him over.
Mish,
Rare.
please. I don't know.
But,
Maybe I'm
but
going
you would have
mad
went through
here,
but that same you has gone through that situation and never had the same reaction. But he's gassing you up.
Okay, so
You know what I'm
imagine
trying
he
to say?
gasses you now and then you handle the situation and it works out for you. Then what?
Then that's it. isn't
There
it?
you go.
Yeah,
So it
yeah.
could be both.
No, we're
But
not
you
saying
could
that.
get- but
We're
you
not
could
saying
get
that
head
advice.
bust.
We're not saying that advice is not. Sometimes the advice can't be valid. But what I'm definitely saying is sometimes there is secret motives behind why
There's hidden
somebody
agendas. Some people
yeah,
have hidden
Like I
agendas.
just
that
said
will
a
make
while
you
ago,
do
guys.
things. So it's like me saying there's a haunted house and saying, brother, after you.
Yeah.
because I want to see if you're gonna get grabbed first.
Yeah, but some people
you know
are
what I'm
not.
saying?
But in general,
what people
I
do.
highly doubt that most people give advice based on some warped secret fetish or
Listen,
ulterior motive because
people
they
do
want
it.
you to fail.
People
That's
do
a
it.
negative. That's negative because then that means the people that we actually pay and trust to advise us, whether it's in mental health or medically or whatever,
Oh,
that
no, you've
means
gone down a
no,
route.
no,
Talking
wait,
about
let me
friends
land.
here.
No, let me land because you didn't say that.
It
'Cause
does say
no,
that. It
let
does say
you.
that.
I didn't say that. You didn't
But
say
I'm-
that.
Yeah,
That,
look,
that means them people
Who says we're getting it
also
wrong?
could have some sick kind of, let me just advise her, ill-advise her to see how it turns out. Like, brother, who's advising
There's a
people with
lot
that?
of women that want and men that want to see you at a stage where you're not in a good place. Facts. They will tell you to do something they're not willing to do.
Have
or they
you
say,
done that? Because you sound very like...
Who, me?
Have you found out someone's done that to you before?
Done it
Could
to-
you
no.
speak with it with
But I'm
passion?
saying I know that these things happen
How do you know
How?
if it's not you?
based off of my experiences and based off of
So you
people
can-
that I've
I
seen.
just said, has it
Yeah.
happened to you?
No, it hasn't happened to me.
So what's your experience
My
in it if it's
experience
not
doesn't have
happened
to
you?
be like a first person experience. My experience can be
Oh.
I can be in a room and I can see a man gassing another man or a girl saying something to her brethren, but really you're in. I know your situation and you're going through the exact
So
same thing,
isn't that
but
like
you're
what we
advising
were
that. Why would you do that?
Isn't that what
boy.
I was saying when I was saying about people being in a situation? You basically kind of flipped it because you're saying it's your experience even though you haven't experienced it first.
No, you don't have to be first
how can
person,
some-
but you could be experience. I can still experience. If someone listen,
So
if
that's
someone comes in,
third-hand experience.
No,
then.
yes,
Second-hand,
but-
third-hand
yes, we
experience.
could call it what it is. If someone comes in this room and they are they're onto Mish, yeah, I'm still experiencing.
So
the
could you
situation
advise
that's going
someone
on.
even though it wasn't your experience firsthand? Could you advise someone on
Yeah,
that?
you still can. I'm not saying that you can't. I'm saying you
But
can.
then a person
but I'm
who's
just saying there's
currently
people,
in it firsthand shouldn't advise someone, but someone who's experienced it wasn't
No,
even.
I'm
could
saying if your
advise.
situation is the same, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you are not in a qualified position to be telling people to do things you're not willing to do. So essentially, if you're in
But
a
what if
toxic
you're willing to do
relationship,
it?
But
then
hold
you
on,
would do it
hold
then.
on,
Yeah.
hold on,
and
hold
then
on.
advise.
Can I
But
cut-
then
can I
Say
where
this
cut
is
does
on?
what
it say-
I done.
where does
Hold
it say
on,
there
hold on, hold
that
on.
you
hold on.
haven't
We're gonna
done
go
it?
back. We're gonna go back to the question.
Because we
yeah?
kind of gone off.
Okay.
Why do women take relationship advice
In
from
the
women in the
same
same
order.
relationship?
Oh, can I
And
just?
for
Can I,
me-
wait.
Yeah, please.
Can I just answer it
Go
before
on,
you lot go
go
in,
on,
and then I'm gonna leave you lot
one.
to it.
Yeah, go on.
So basically, I would say this. I personally don't take relationship advice from anybody who's not in my current situation. So if you're not married, you can't speak on nothing. Yeah?
What about was?
And I... Hold on, wait. And my thing is, I will never give anybody... Or should I say, I will never tell someone to do something that I'm not willing to do myself. Point blank, period. Yeah. Go for it, guys.
Right. All I'm saying is, on a short one, yeah, I think people what do you call it? Familiarity, like so.
Familiarity.
Yeah. So obviously, if you are currently going through going through the same thing, someone feels that they find comfort within them trying to talk to someone that's going through the same thing, so they can kind of
Yeah,
relate.
There's nothing wrong
What I'm
with
trying
that.
to say,
Yeah.
and that's just natural
makes
with
sense.
anybody. So for me, I think that's why women, if
Problem
that's the
shared is a
question,
problem halved,
right there you go.
apparently.
Long and short of it, you know what I mean, and that's it. On to
Okay.
you, Missy.
There's nothing wrong with it. I agree, Bobby, because I feel like sometimes, especially if you're in an abusive situation or relationship, when you don't speak about it, the perpetrator or the person who is putting you in that position kind of has more power over you. So people will say, "Oh, don't speak to your friends if they're going through the same thing. Don't do that. How can you do that?" Because they want to hide it and mask and cover up and shut you up. When you open your mouth and speak to other women, why do women da 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 da
Yeah.
da? It's good because then your friend may be in the same position, but she might say to you, "Do you know what? We shouldn't be doing this. We need to get out of this relationship. It's bad." And that could spark something in you that's like, "Do you know what? Even though my friend ain't left, I'm leaving. This ain't good for me." So in that sense, yeah. And as someone who used to work with women who suffered from domestic violence, and this is a normal thing that would get brought up.
finding
Oh
strength
yeah,
from someone
people
else.
always say, because my friend's in it, da, 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 she shouldn't be advising me. That's fucked to say that to someone, because in just having a conversation with someone, that could spark something in you that makes you leave. You could have wanted to leave this relationship for 5 years. Your friend could have been in the same relationship for 6 years, and that one time you and your friend are bitching about it or you're tired of it, something triggers in you and you're like, "You know what? I'm out." telling women, oh, they should be talking about because you're in the same position. That's toxic and it's fucked. And it is a form of toxic masculinity and it's wrong. A lot of men do this whole, oh, why are you talking to women? They're the same hand. That's an abusive trait. You shouldn't be doing that. You should be saying, actually, speak to your friend. Yes, you and your friend should seek counsel in each other as well as a professional.
But for me, if I'm in a situation with my future missus, I'm gonna ask her to. What I would ask is to seek advice from people that are in a better position than us, because that way we can work towards being better. So for me, no, I hear that, but I'm saying based on what we might know around the people that we're around, seek advice from somebody that's in a better position, not in a worse or not in the same, because essentially it's going to be emotionally bias. You're working off emotions, so you're gonna be like, oh yeah, he did this. Oh yeah, my man did this as well. And no,
Either way,
seek
it's an
advice from somebody
But it's an
that is
outlet.
better.
Why should you get to dictate to her?
No,
where
I'm
she
just saying
seeks
that's what I would
advice?
ask.
That's kind
That's
of
what
that's,
I'd
that's
ask.
Cool.
kind of narcissistic.
No, it's not.
Can
That's
we
what
wrap,
you would
can we wrap
ask.
this one up?
Yeah.
Can we wrap
That's what
this
you
one
would
up?
ask.
Can we wrap
Bruv,
this
seek
one up, man?
relationship. I'd say this to any woman that's in any sort of toxic relationship, violent relationship, or man, because men go through a lot of domestic violence. Speak to whoever you want to. Don't listen to us. Speak to
Speaking to
whoever you want to. If
who-
it's your nan
on
who's
who
going
you
through the
can.
same thing, or your friend, I don't care if your twin is going through the same thing. Speak to her. Don't feel like just because that person's not in a better position, speak to whoever you want to.
Yeah,
It's
no, I
better
don't
to
believe- I don't
speak
believe
than
in
not
it.
to speak.
That whole speak to someone in a better position. You don't know
No.
what anyone's going through at that moment
Yeah.
in time. So I'm
And
with
it's
you on
so
that one.
hard
No.
to speak up when you're in that position. So the fact that women are speaking
basically you
is
just
even
wanna
a
be
good
heard.
thing.
No, the
yeah.
conclusion
When
is,
you silence a
if you're
victim,
yeah.
that's
if you're
speak,
talking
fam.
just to be heard,
confide in someone.
if you're
Yeah.
confiding in
Confide in
someone
someone.
to be heard,
Yeah.
fine.
Because
But
you
for
can't
me,
talk to the person bringing
Don't
But
you
for me,
harm.
I'm gonna
ATM.
talk about my personal, personally.
Yeah.
If I am in a bad position, I want to talk to somebody that is in a better position to help me get through what I need to get
but
through.
not everyone has that luxury. So,
not everyone has
that,
yeah.
confide in who you can. You know what I'm
Yes.
trying to say?
Yes.
Like, we're gonna
That was
gonna wrap
nice,
that up.
Bob.
Yeah?
Come on, Bob.
So what's
Count
next?
head up.
Who's
Head
next?
up.
Who's
You are.
next? Who's
You
next?
are.
You
Who's
keep
next?
doing this open the bag thing. Don't do.
A big one. Say something. Is wearing fake designer acceptable?
No, it ain't. With the capital,
Nah, let me
hey,
not
listen,
laugh.
with the capital
That's bad,
N.
man. No,
No.
in all seriousness, let me
It's
not
not.
laugh because
It's not. It's
some
not.
of our followers or viewers might wear fake designer
No,
in it.
it's
So I'm
not
not
acceptable.
trying to do
Listen,
that.
I'm
letting
just
them
gonna
know from
say
now, look at me.
sometimes your
Yeah?
budget can't hold it.
If you
so
can't
it's
do
better
it,
you
don't
get
do
an
it.
authentic
Yeah.
replica
Simple.
of a
Let me not
or
lie,
one
it's not
or
by
two.
force.
It's fine. It's okay.
Listen, we
Just
live
don't
in
try
a
and palm off
day
your
and
dodgy
age, yeah,
fake.
2020, yeah, where there's so much different type of clothes we can wear cheap brands and still look good.
Yes.
Yeah,
Like
that's the truth.
Primark.
You do not
Charity
need to
shop.
look. You don't need to shop in LV,
Yeah.
Gucci, and all the rest of it to look good. You just
'cause
don't.
People act
Let's
like
keep
they
it
go
real.
Louis Vuitton
Yeah?
for their underwear. It's
Let's
not that
keep
deep.
it real.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for me, when the fake, no, it's not acceptable. No, don't do it. Please
I think on the
don't do it.
flip side,
Please.
yeah,
Yeah?
but you didn't.
What the
yeah,
Ackies?
yeah.
Remember when the Acks was coming with the fake 110s and all them? No,
Yeah, that's
no.
deep.
Come on,
But
man.
then, do you know what it is? We
God
also
damn.
live in a society where people definitely there's a pressure to sort of rise to the challenge or to fit in with the demographic or the aesthetic that makes you look like you're making peace. People are very obsessed with looking like they have money instead of actually making money.
What, like the people
So-
that are drippy with no drip?
Is
Right.
that called
So,
self-esteem?
Yeah.
Is that your
Remember,
own
some people
self-esteem?
might, yeah, but then
Like,
some people
so-
might have
So
self-esteem
you're not
issues.
confident within yourself to wear what you have to wear fake garments to make yourself fit in.
Some people have this
The fake
whole
Gucci.
aesthetic of faking
You're
it
wearing
till
the
you make
Gucci.
it. So I
The
get that.
Gucci.
Some people do that. But I just feel like, all jokes aside,
Yeah,
I feel
oh
like
God.
if we're going to sit here and say people can wear Primark and wear whatever, then
Well,
we
you
might as well
wanna
say they can
wear,
wear, if they
bro.
want to wear fake,
No,
wear
I
fakes,
would
innit?
respect it more if you're wearing
But what if you saw
the
something fake and
Primark.
you like it and you just want to wear it?
No. When
Why
I went
not?
Turkey, yeah, let me tell you something. When I went Turkey, I've been Turkey a couple of times. But the first time I went Turkey,
Then
everyone
it's
had
fakes.
big bezels on, like Hublots,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
big Rolexes. Everybody had the magic
The
on that.
Rolexes that
I'm
are
talking
ticking,
about
innit? ones
30
that are
bags and
ticking.
up. You know what I'm trying to say? Nothing less. You know what I'm trying to say? Nothing less. Until when I really went through the market and mum was like, "Yeah, come in here," and started showing me all the fake rollies, the fake APs, the Hublots. I said, hold on, bro, you're moving mad. But they look mad. If I'm
You
not,
say
I'm
you
not
didn't
gonna
bring
lie.
back a Patek, no? You didn't
Yeah,
bring
man,
that
them
back.
authentic replicas.
Right,
there.
you know what I'm trying to say. So
Yeah.
for me,
Yeah.
if I can't afford the real thing,
Then don't
why
buy it.
wear the fake thing?
You don't
Bobby,
wait.
hold
Because
on.
I'm no, hold on. Can I say something to you?
Jesus.
In this day and age, yeah, you go out there with your fake Patek, and the man will looking to chop off your wrist for your Patek and your fake thing. You'll lose your life over fake jewels.
Alright, so
yeah? So I'm not involved.
do you
I
guys
know
know?
about
Yeah,
that.
there,
You
there
were
could
dead.
be
Yeah?
people that don't buy it because they can't afford the real thing. They're buying it because they actually like how it looks. Remember,
And you were
before,
dead over
let
them
me
things
land,
there.
brother.
You were dead.
Remember, I was saying before, yeah. Drip to me isn't the label or the brand, it's how you put an outfit together. So imagine, yeah, a girl saw some, I don't know, she saw some fake Gucci bag. And it doesn't say Gucci on it, but it's a blatant Gucci design, yeah? So it doesn't have the actual Gucci written or the print or whatever,
Yeah,
yeah?
enough girl are rocking that though. Still.
But she saw the bag and she liked how the bag looked. Not because she can't afford the real thing. She didn't even know the original was made by Gucci. So if she wore that, what? Do you not know there's people that are like that will see something and think, oh, that looks nice. You might see a nan wearing something and it's because she actually saw it on holiday and liked
That's-
it and brought it. Not because she can't afford the real thing.
See the example you gave? A nan.
Mem-
Because
no,
this
but
day and
also-
age,
no.
because this day and age, let me tell you something, yeah?
Man.
In this
don't
era
need to
right
say
now,
that, 'cause this is
you
the
cannot
trendy
be
thing.
wearing no fake things. I'm talking about raw.
What was
you
the
don't-
first
you
thing I
don't
said
think that's
before I said
infamous?
that? Let's see if you're listening. What's the first fucking
I don't
thing I
remember.
said?
I
I
don't
said a
remember.
gal saw a bag. The Gucci bag, the blatant Gucci design of the bag, but it doesn't have it written on there.
No, she knew. She
No,
knew,
you can't
she
say
knew.
that. There are some
She
people that
knew.
will see stuff here and actually like it because, fam, do you know how much things are in Primark here that are copies of other designers and gal are still rocking them?
No, but what you're trying to say
Does
to
that
me-
mean
hold
they
on, what was the
can't?
question?
That
No,
doesn't
hold on,
mean
what was the
nothing.
question?
Is wearing fake designer acceptable?
Right, so what you no, we're not saying something from Primark that is an imitation. We're talking about fake.
That imitation is fake.
No, 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 no,
Google
no,
that.
no.
It's another
no, no,
word.
but the fake
It's a
joints is that
copy.
is when you got
But
the
they
LV.
do the same thing in Zara. They do the same thing. innit?
Exactly.
Everyone's
They're doing the
copying
copy, it's a
something.
copy,
my
yeah,
point
but
is,
it's-
Yes,
everyone
wear what you
copies-
wanna wear.
In the fashion industry,
And wear it
everything, nothing's
good.
original. Everything's been copied
No,
by someone else.
definitely.
So if you want to wear it like me,
Wear
said, if
it.
you want to wear it,
Wear it.
No,
There's,
sorry.
do you know how much rich people wear fake designer? You'll
Hey,
never know
only
it's
bought
fake.
them.
There's people that even wear like replicas of their own wedding rings because they don't want the original if it gets robbed or whatever. You know, you can
For
buy the
me-
original or you can buy the copy as well. My brethren had that. Obviously, I've never been married, but whatever. You can get the original engagement and you can get a copy. So the diamond's fake. So if someone robs it or whatever, you still got the original in your yard.
For me, I'm just saying I wouldn't. If someone had a fake
You're just saying
LV
that you wouldn't
for
do
cut
that.
price, I wouldn't. I wouldn't
But if you
wanna
got a
wear it.
Louis scarf,
Obviously,
yeah, in a
my
secret
Balenciaga
banner.
say Balenciaga. If they said Calenciaga, I'm not rocking them. That's dead, bruv. I'm
Or
not-
if the Balenciaga was spelled incorrectly.
I think-
with
I
an
think-
I.
What if, they had what if they were fully Balenciagas, but the material just weren't as good? So you know, say after 2 wear, you know, say it start leaning
whole
to the side.
look.
that
Yeah,
up.
yeah. What's the
I know
point?
them
I might
things,
as well
man.
spend that on a pumps,
fake
cheap
Uggs.
pumps in Zara or
What,
H&M
Fugs?
or
Say if I
whatever.
had a fugs for you
You
right
see,
now.
those
yeah.
hurt me.
Say if I
I
had a
think
fugs
those
for you
really
right now.
piss me off.
You wouldn't wear them.
Yeah, those piss me off. I'm
Oh,
not on
right,
that.
there
that,
you
that
go.
jars me, bro.
Allow it,
So
Sorry.
they lean off like that.
Allow
Yeah,
it.
no, I'm not.
Like the London, like the
What do you
Leaning
think?
Tower of Pisa.
I
You don't care, do you?
What are you saying?
The
You
fake-
make
Wear
fakes. He makes them on the side.
I think the fake designer thing. I think me personally, I think is dead.
Okay.
I think that if anyone has got the time or effort to go out and link someone to wear something that is fake, I think that's a lot
Man
of
said
effort.
link.
No, because it looked like it come
So-
from what's it
so
called?
for
You
me-
know they got websites now
No,
that
no,
are
I
selling
hear that.
proper
But for me,
coal.
I
That
just think
hurts
it's
me.
I think it's a lot of effort. If you can't afford it, go and look for something else that you can afford. If you're trying to wear something
Man
that
said
is
if you
not
can't afford
Gucci
it,
but
go and look for something
is
that you can
a replica of Gucci, and that's what it's supposed to stand for. Like, and you know why this is funny? Because I drew this up on my
People also don't know, backstories as well. Obviously,
Look.
I went to a fashion uni, You know when people do that, they're actually killing off the actual brand by doing that.
So look here.
Yeah.
So this is in 2000 and I think this is 2014 on my snap.
I see a handbag there. Who's that for?
And I actually touch on this.
Is it the Never Falls bag, Louis Vuitton?
Yeah, so
I
I
have
touch on
that,
this.
that's
So
why.
there's a lot of girls and guys. The man them do it as well, but it's kind of a little bit more obvious when guys wear fake things. I don't know why, but maybe it's because I'm a guy. I can spot it and be like, oh yeah, well you really spent 70 bags
that
on
real?
that on that watch.
Is your wallet real?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Just check.
did you really wear? Did you really spend 70 bags on that watch or 35 bags on that watch? No, you didn't.
And you don't
Like
own a
I know
house.
that for a fact.
And
that
you don't own a
No,
house.
forget about even that. I just know you didn't. But I feel like with girls, they kind of are
get away
able
with
to
it
get
more.
away with it. So
You
you
get away
see
with it
certain
more.
girls
because
with
we're
fake.
drippy with
No,
hella drip.
so they
That's
will-
right.
They will wear fake Louis Vuitton bags and Gucci bags, and I look at them and I just think, I know you didn't spend $2,000 on that bag. So why are you trying? And you know the worst thing about it is they will do themselves up. They'll do themselves up to the T, go out and act bougie. And I know your thing's not real.
Yep.
So I'm not saying that people
I mean,
can't
designer
do that.
Don't make
Peop-
you bougie.
No, no.
If you're a bougie
No.
gal anyway, you're bougie, and that's not because of what you own. That's because you are bougie. Let me just.
If
break
you're
that down.
bougie, then you
No,
go.
yeah, you're
Your
right.
If
clothes
you're-
But
don't
there's a
make
lot of
you
girls that will wear the
bougie.
fakes and start acting up.
Yeah,
You wear the fakes and not start feeling yourself. We're like, hold on.
Because
Yeah,
if
but-
you're a bad beat, you're a
Then
bad
you- then you
beat
got
anyway.
two-
Your clothes don't determine.
What are you
if
talking
you-
about?
And you always know, isn't it? Because I've been in situations, yeah, where I don't get me wrong. There's shops that sell fake stuff.
There is.
I've been
And
in.
you mix it in with the
Listen,
real.
I've been
Certain men have been on
in.
the elbow for that.
I've been in a store, yeah, with my brethren over in West London, and gone and said, "Oh, raw, like I want to get some Ralph Lauren trainers." This is years back, and some Lacoste tops. Now I used to always buy my Lacoste tops from Selfridges, yeah, and I went into this store and I started picking up a couple of tops, put them, and a couple of trainers. I bought them, and then we went Nando's, and I started to examine it after. Started examining the stitching and that on the crocodile. I said, "Raw," and I had a Lacoste top on. I was like, "Raw, like this ain't the same. It don't look the same." So man's looking again. I had to go back and give it all back. He said, "Oh, what? You only bought this half an hour ago. Why are you trying to bring it back?" I said, I told him straight, I think this is fake. He wowed out. How can you come in my store and think that it's fake? I said, why don't your crocodile look like my crocodile? Do you get what I'm saying? So I just think
was fake.
no, it's impossible.
But with this whole fake thing,
I'm
yeah.
playing
But
with
I'm
you,
saying the fake thing. I think that if you want to do that and that empowers you to do that, that's up to you. But you're always gonna buck
what
up
makes
in a
you feel happy?
situation
Don't
where
compromise your happiness.
someone's got a real thing. So you got real Louis Vuitton bags and that.
That's happened.
You're
I was
gonna
just about
step
to
in
say
the
that.
room
Yeah.
with the exact same
Yep.
as somebody else, and
Shut-
you're gonna
shut it
look
down.
top down.
But then obviously you see 2 points that you made here about you look at people sometimes and you're like, I know you didn't spend rare on that. All right, let me give you a quick example. Double ting, yeah. So I used to work with a modeling agency, yeah, and the CEO or manager of the agency. So she's a manager of many models, yeah. So you would think her money's up there. I'm just one of her models in it, so my money might not be on her level. All right, I rock up to a video shoot wearing a Louis Vuitton bag, side bag, yeah, Pachetto bag, yeah, whatever you want to call it, yeah, Pachetto, whatever, yeah. These bags are like what, 1314, whatever. She rocks up. Remember, she's management. Her bag is a copy of mine, a blatant copy, because it doesn't even have it on there. It's just got some next things on there. And someone goes, "Rah, Missy, I like your bag." I was like, "Thanks." And then she goes, "Oh yeah, I got the same bag as Missy's, but obviously mine's fake." Like, so when you're saying someone's gonna show up and have the real thing, and I didn't know what to say because I felt embarrassed for her.
She put it
But
out there straight.
you're meant to
put
be
it
a
out
big
there.
CEO.
But why?
But then remember what you said, like, you're looking at people like, you can't afford that. I could afford it, and I'm just her model. She's the CEO. Why is she rocking a fake? So what
but
you
she might-
said doesn't necessarily
No, but she might
add
have
up.
bad money management. That's possible.
That's
Then,
weird,
yeah,
but-
but then at the same time, that's why you can't always assume that someone looks a
Yeah,
certain way,
I
so their
agree.
thing might be fake or whatever. Because
Okay, but
I'm under her,
So the
and
question
mine's
is this,
real,
so
and
the-
she's running a whole
so the-
how many 60, 70
the question-
models, and her money you can't
yeah,
afford
but the
that.
question is why do you feel like you need to buy a fake?
It's not all right. I don't
might
think
like it though.
this
That's
is
what
what I
I'm
why
said
not buy a real
earlier.
thing?
No,
Why?
she
'Cause
might have
it's not the
only
No,
seen
it's
that.
not. It's not.
Like,
might have only
I've
seen
seen
that.
a bag that I
It's-
really
it's
like,
wearing fake
yeah,
design
but it's
acceptable.
obviously it's a replica in it, and I've seen the bag and I'm like, oh, I like that bag, you know.
And imagine if Misha's
like
never
it.
seen the original before.
I don't care, like it's what it is. I like the.
No,
thing,
but it's a
innit?
valid point. Imagine that bag you like.
Yeah.
You didn't know it was a replica because you've never seen the original, and you've walked into a store randomly and seen it and brought it.
Yeah.
she's not brought it because she can't
I think
afford.
we're getting
Alright,
a bit
guys,
No,
started
we're
here.
not.
what
Don't
was
you
it?
My thing
understand
is,
that?
I
Hold on,
wouldn't
Mr.
really-
ATM.
On a sorry,
Say-
sorry. Let me just come in quick. But on a level, I'm not really a bag person, innit? So I wouldn't really like if I'm not a bag person. I wouldn't.
Whatever it is,
know what I'm
trainers,
saying?
whatever.
But you
Me,
think
for
it's
instance-
okay?
What?
Wearing fake stuff's okay? You think
I
it's
feel
okay?
like if that's how you want to do.
Would
what
you
need
do
to
it?
Do. Yeah, I have before.
Okay, so you would go and buy fake Nikes.
No, brother, that's now you're taking a piss.
That's
There's
not
a
it.
difference,
oh,
there's a
and
difference.
lastly-
Wait,
no.
and
okay,
lastly,
wait.
let me not lie.
So what I done was I bought.
Oh, so you pick and choose what you're gonna wear that's
Of
fake.
course. So what I did? You gonna let me finish?
Go.
Don't fucking scrap your face.
I'm trying to
either.
understand.
Whatever, brother.
Don't make
Well, I'm
sense.
trying to explain, but bro, you're not.
Go on
listening.
then.
So back in the day, yeah, you remember Von Dutch.
Von Dutch.
Oh god, yeah.
Why is it
Dutch, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I really wanted a Von Dutch hat in it, but my
Trucker
money
cap.
weren't. But my money weren't Von Dutch. So I went to a nice little place called Market, and I picked up 3 Von Dutch hats for that price of.
Did they look
one.
authentic?
Brother, they was for the longest time.
Ah.
Longest time. But my thing is, if I know that they do white, pink, black, and green, I'm only gonna buy white,
White, pink,
black,
black, and
pink,
not
and green.
purple,
I'm not gonna
orange,
buy
and grey.
purple. I'm not gonna buy no technical shit.
Yeah.
Wait. But then what I did was I bought a Hermes purse. Hermes purse. It's made of real leather, but obviously it's not Hermes in it. But I bought a fake Hermes purse. Well, about 4 or 5 years ago. Bro, listen, I still use the purse till this day. People say, "Oh, I like your purse." I'm like, "Yeah, I got it from down the road, £30." But that's me.
No, but listen to
But
what
I'm
you
not
just
a
said.
bag person, and I'm not a purse person. I wouldn't buy fake
No.
Nikes. Why? No, but I'm just saying, I wouldn't buy fake Nikes. I wouldn't buy those kind of things because I would just spend it. But those are just, I saw it, I liked it, I bought it.
But you said you just stated in your story. You said you bought 3 Von Dutch hats,
Yeah.
yeah, and you bought it in color code to what's out.
Yeah, because anything different
So
is just
why-
off key, brother.
So, but you said
But it's not on the
wearing
website.
fake is okay.
It is if you want to.
So why
Do
are
what
you
the fuck like.
doing the color code to make it seem like it's real?
No.
The finesse.
No, shush. No,
Maybe in
no,
that
no,
product, but not in the Hermes. In the
No,
Hermes
but
thing.
no, forget about
Yeah.
the Hermes. I'm just talking about the Von Dutch.
Hermes, guys. No
Hermes,
H.
yeah.
Silent.
Listen.
Yeah.
Hermes.
Yeah, I'm talking about
That's
the Von
the
Dutch.
delivery service.
Please, I'm talking about the Von Dutch. Why did you feel like
Yeah.
you had to wear
Colour
or
coded.
do the color coding that was currently out at that point? If you felt like
Fake
wearing
is
fake,
okay.
so it's okay.
Bro, I was 16.
No,
so I
I'm
wanted
asking.
to.
Yeah, but you're
Because I wanted to.
No, but you're saying the story
I
now.
wanted to.
Yeah,
That's what
yes.
I'm saying. I wanted to.
She was trying to
People who
finesse.
asked me,
So
people
you
who
s-
asked me, I told them straight it was fake. But at the same time, people who didn't ask me wouldn't have assumed that it was fake.
So you did it for what reason?
Because I wanted to, and I
She
couldn't
liked it.
afford
You
the
didn't hear her say
fucking
that?
real thing. What, did you not hear what I said? I bought 3 for the price of 1. Brother, come
just
on,
don't-
listen.
I mean, as someone that went to a fashion uni, yeah, you know, we get taught, like, we do, like, seminars on stuff like that with fakes and what it does to the industry and stuff like that. And one thing our lecturer did teach us here, because that day I found out, I was like, what? No one ever told me. They're like, you're going to go in Levi's, you're going to spend how much on jeans, you're going to go in Zara, you're going to go in wherever. They're all brought from the same factory. Basically, the head designers get the first pick when you get skins. Like, I don't know, obviously, if you've got seen leather, how it is before it's cut up and whatever. So you'll get a skins of denim or whatever, or leather. And obviously the bigger brands, Hermes, whatever, Gucci, whatever, they'll get the first pick. The scraps are what Primark and H&M and whoever else get. So really and truly, all the money everyone's spending on big design, you're just paying for the name. So when you think about it, it's technically not fake.
Yeah.
Because if it all comes from the same skin, let alone the same factory, how can you call it fake just because this person's put their name on, stamped it first? If
No,
if the material is from the same
Okay.
place, all you've done is put ATM on it or Bobby on
Yeah.
it. Either way, like, you could call it a replica of Bobby or ATM, but the
Yeah,
material
but I'm not
is all
talking.
from the
Yeah,
same
but
place.
I'm not talking about. Maybe we've read the questions
So, yeah,
different, but for
people
me,
can-
I'm not talking about if Primark or Zara
Has
has
done a
made
replica.
a replica
Because you know
of
you got it
something
from
because you
Primark.
know that it's a
Primark's
Zara.
trying to do a Balenciaga
I'm talking
thing.
about
you know, innit?
the
You know
market
they full
thing
of
that
bu-
you're doing.
Right.
So you're going to the market to buy something to finesse people to think that you have bought the real thing.
You remember
That's what I'm talking about.
The same Balenciagas from Primark ain't gonna say Balenciaga on it. So
Yeah, but then that's
I'm,
the
I'm talking,
design.
but I'm talking about the
Whoever paid for
people.
the
So we could
design
no,
of
I'm
that.
talking about the people
Look
that's
how
got the
much
thing saying
trainers
Balenciaga on
Nike
it.
and Adidas
and
have
trying
they
to
look
do-
the similar shape
and trying to
it's
do the
not.
finesse.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the finesse.
Yeah.
You got the same name
I
on it.
think some
the
people
same
do
design,
that.
and
It's,
trying to do
I
the
think
finesse.
I don't know if it's 50-50, but I think there are people in the world that do it because they can't afford it and they know it looks the same, so they'll go for the same color wave, like when Mish said about the hats. But she said because she liked it. Yeah. Some people will do it because they know raw. I know, say they only do pink, grey, or orange. So I'm
And
gonna
then
get pink or grey.
That's what I'm saying.
And then
at
there's
that
some people that
time-
generally, like she said, with the Hermes purse, that will see something and not necessarily know that the original is by Hermes, but they'll just walk in a shop. Like, you could go in all these little boutiques, like you said, with the Lacoste top, yeah? And you can see something and never have seen the original design and like it and copy it. And then someone's like, rah, you know that's made by da-da-da. And you're like, rah, I didn't even know that. You know, I just copped it because I liked it. That does happen as well. So I think it's like
I
split.
wouldn't look at something that is out of my price budget and then go and source it somewhere else
Yep.
that is
yeah.
that's fake.
But
I
imagine
just-
you
I
walked
just
in
wouldn't do
somewhere and you'd never known
Oh,
that was
It's
an
fine.
original.
He wouldn't do it
Do you not
because
get
he
that?
wouldn't.
No,
He
I'm
just
saying obviously if I
wouldn't,
went into a
and if you wear
boutique and
fake,
they
then
finessed
you're a
me,
bum.
Yeah.
there's nothing I could do
That's
about that.
different, yeah.
If I got finished, I can't. There's nothing I can do about that. But I'm saying if I just wouldn't do that.
Because not
For me,
everyone's on trending, on fashion trend. They don't know the lookbooks. They don't know what designs come out till they see it. Do you get what I'm saying?
I
Some
think
people don't
as
keep
what
on
Bobby
top of that.
said, there's too many other designers now. Zara, H&M, Top Man, Top Woman, or Top Shop.
Accessible,
There's too many other
high street
brands
designers.
that
definitely.
High
you
end.
could do the clean look.
Yeah.
You don't have to. You don't have to
I still look
Each
good.
their
pretend.
own. As
Because
Meek
I've
said,
seen
wear
certain
what you
man
want,
on
wear
the
it.
Where
gram.
you are, where
And
you
I'm looking at
are?
their thing, yeah,
Because
and-
your money pay your fees.
As long as it's your size.
But I'm
For
looking
real.
at man,
Oh,
they
those
got
people
the
that don't
LV,
wear
they
their
got the
own
LV
size.
Scully,
Lord God.
they got the LV scarf, and when I say,
Louis Vuitton
The
don't actually
print.
make do-rags.
let me say something. If you ever see the print of
Was
the
my
Scully,
man's Gucci thing real
and-
though?
No, I know
I'm
it
just
was
saying.
real.
Okay,
Because
cool.
you see
Just
the
saying.
LV,
God.
it was too big.
Just a question.
LV don't do print like that.
Done with
Just
me,
a question.
I'm
You know what
done.
I'm trying to say? You know
LV
when the
don't
print,
even make
the
do-rags.
LV
Can
sound
I
like
just
this,
say
brother.
that? They don't
Yeah,
make
the LV
do-rags, so
sounds like
they're
that.
fake regardless.
So what do you think? Do you think they're not real? What he's got on?
What? Who? My man.
Yeah,
That
On
was just
who?
here.
Who?
Is that what you asked?
No, but yeah, Gucci on.
Niche.
Yeah, Gucci on.
Ah,
Oh,
pressure.
it went past. It went past.
Pressure,
You didn't
pressure,
realize.
pressure.
Oh, you don't want to touch
What,
on
what?
it.
She's taking a
No, I
piss.
said, he said. So I said no, because you're talking about like brands. So I'm saying to him, cool. Was my man's thing real then?
Yeah.
So what he was wearing around his face?
What was that? It was like a
All
scarf.
right, let's move on.
It was a scarf.
Scarves are made, yes, but do-rags, they don't make them.
It was a scarf. It wasn't a do-rag. It was a
It
scarf.
wasn't. It was. It was. It.
It
Okay.
wasn't a do-rag.
Okay, but anyway,
Let's just
but
put
yeah.
out there.
Let's ask him.
Nobody here works in fashion.
No,
so
I don't.
let's
I
just
have.
So
move
I
move
buy
on to
what
the
I
next
want to
one.
buy,
Next
and
one.
I wear what I want
Next
to buy.
question.
I'm
The only
just
thing is
fashion
with me,
bare.
I'm not gonna turn around and if you say to me, Rob,
Yeah.
where did you get that? I'm gonna tell you the truth. Like if I'm rocking a
Where did you get
flipping,
what fashion?
I don't know, a Balmain t-shirt, and I know
No,
I
that's
didn't
not.
spend Balmain money, then I'm gonna tell
Balmain.
you.
They'll
Take
take
it,
out the
man.
eye.
I'll just tell you.